What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a month and a half, 2 months since I posted a video, and so this is going to kind of serve as a channel update and just kind of let you guys know what's been going on. Some of you probably don't care and want to move on to the gaming stuff. Don't worry, that is coming as well. So if you don't want to watch this video, totally fine by me. Don't worry about it. Gaming stuff is coming, and we're getting back into it. But I just felt like with how long it's been in between, and at least some of you that I've kind of built a rapport with, and I just kind of want to let you guys know what's going on. Over the last month and a half or so, my family has been through crazy stuff, and it just has been kind of nonstop, right? Being sick and just cycling through everybody in the house over and over and over. And I've heard that that's not, secluded to my house, that like people all over are having this issue, but it just was like nonstop. I had some big health thing as well, which I'm not going to get into like the specifics, but it hasn't been great. We're still working through that one. But a huge kind of like family, emergency, not really, I don't know another way to say it, family drama, I guess. But it's a pretty big deal, and it's been really hard to get through and hard to wrap your head around and figure out what to do. And again, that is also ongoing and probably will be for at least the foreseeable future. I don't know. And then I'll show you some footage here, but then in the midst of all of that, we had a leak in our roof in this room, in the office room in which I record. And so what that meant is we had to have roofers come and tear out a hole in the roof and find a leak problem. And then they had to tear out the drywall, and they found rot, or at least some mold and some start of rot. So they had to bleach that and clean that up, and then we had to dry it, which is this whole process here. And it's like it's so loud and so insane. It just was like constant stuff. That drying process took like 3.5, 4 weeks, something like that. And then even now we just have like insulation up. The roof is finally fixed, but the drywall isn't up yet. Hopefully that happens soon, and the room will finally kind of get put back together. But all of this happened while we had been remodeling this room, which I had done videos in the midst of that, but that definitely hit the process as well. And so trying to keep my family close and take care of all of our issues, including the being sick and the drama and everything else, and then having the room just absolutely get destroyed and incredibly loud in here to dry it out. It just kind of everything pushed, the videos just got pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And so now I almost feel like I'm starting a bit from scratch, right? It's like we had the weekly news, and that's been gone for 2 months almost. And then I had the whole write-up for April RPGs, and we're almost done with the month now. So I still might put that up just so we have it on the channel, but yeah, those are mostly gone, right? They're mostly come out, almost all of them at this point. So I'm kind of playing catch up on videos and stuff, so we'll kind of figure that out as I go here. But I just kind of want to get as a life update first. Everything kind of got pushed everything else back, and so I'm working to get back into this. I'm gonna have to figure out the routine as life has changed a bit for us, and so part of that is I got to get healthy, right? I'm overweight, and that's with the other health issues I'm having. I gotta get that fixed. So that's gonna eat up some time as well. So I don't know exactly how this will look going forward, but we're gonna get it figured out. So I hope you stick around. If you're new, welcome, right? And be a part of the process. That'd be great. But we'll get it figured out. We'll get things in order and find the rhythm. But it just might take a while, which is a bummer. I don't love that, but I don't really have a choice, right? It's either that or quit. And I feel like I put in enough time here. I don't want to quit. I like doing this, and I like engaging with you guys when you see videos. I like helping people when I find stuff that you haven't heard of yet, or having conversations about some of those topics that we've had. I enjoy all that stuff, and so I want to make sure we keep doing that. I do want to improve the quality of my videos, and so we are going to be working towards that as well. But I got to get kind of that initial rhythm first, right? And then it'll be a focus on how do we improve quality? What are steps we can take? Some of that's me, right? And how do I improve my projection and my I don't know, performance is kind of the wrong word, but in a way it's the true word, right? Like how do I improve my side of it? How do I improve technical side of it? All that's going to be in the works. So we'll keep up on all of that stuff. We're going to keep pushing forward. Probably so, just because I have so many other things going on, as I'm sure a lot of you can relate, right? There's always so much going on, but we are going to move forward. I'm not quitting YouTube. I like it, I enjoy it, and I enjoy you guys. So we're going to keep going there. So that's kind of the general life update, right? Next is kind of the channel update. And so obviously some of that I kind of covered. We are going to keep going. I do have a lot of the series and stuff I've talked about that I want to continue to do and to improve on. The monthly RPGs for sure. I'm still going to be doing gaming reviews, and we'll throw in some lists and different things, some sale videos, things that are going on that catch my interest, and we'll kind of figure that stuff out as we go. And so some of that will be things that I find I love doing, or that you guys find a lot of value out of, and then we'll keep going on those. And things that either I dislike or you guys don't care about, we'll probably either redo or just get rid of. So that said, the news show is going to be an interesting one that I'm going to have to figure out, because the primary source that I acquired a lot of my gaming news from has been Twitter or X or whatever, right? The problem is that site is it's such trash. I don't know if you guys are on there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like you can curate your list all you want, but you have to sort through so much chaff just to get to anything good. And I don't have the capacity in my life right now to deal with that garbage. So I still might get on a little bit here and there, but that just means my primary news source, where I can follow developers and studios and stuff like that, isn't going to be as prominent. So I got to find some other ways to get the news that I report on, right? So that is going to take some time. So I still want to do that show. I just don't know what it's going to look like yet. And to be honest, as we were coming to the end, before I've had this long break, that show, I didn't really love where it was. It felt thrown together, and it felt, I don't know, the quality bar wasn't where I wanted it to be. So I want to figure that out. I want it to be a good show that's worth your time, that's worth my time, that's something enjoyable to do and to be a part of, to listen to and watch, right? So that's going to be a process of what that looks like. The other thing is I set this channel up as an RPG-centric channel because the truth is that's primarily what I play. But I do, from time to time, need the palate cleanser. And if you guys are big RPG guys, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. You play a huge game like Witcher 3 or Persona 5 or Skyrim or something like that. And when it's done, you need something else to go between those games, right? Something to kind of fill it. Or if you put 100 hours into a game and you love it and are still enjoying it and want to finish it, but you almost need a break for a bit. Little indie games or stuff like that. And I have found an increasing joy for that. Metroidvanias as well. And some of those are very much RPGs. Some of those are not, right? And so I guess where I'm going with this is I'm still going to primarily focus on RPGs and of all kinds, right? I am not going to limit myself to just Japanese RPGs, although I play a lot of those, but I like Western RPGs as well. There's so much that I want to talk about or that I want to engage with. And so how we do that on this channel, I still don't know, but I think I want to make space for some of those littler, smaller indie games that maybe don't necessarily fit the RPG formula. And so how to do that and how to work that in, I'm not sure yet. But I just kind of wanted to give that update, like that is going to be a part. Maybe it's a series that I label as such, and small indies or break time or something like that. But I don't want to not I don't want to have a whole game that I am loving and then not be able to share with you guys, right? And I don't want to create another channel because I barely have figured out time for this one. So I understand how people do the niche channels and have them all set up for things. That's just not what I'm going to do. I don't have the time, I don't have the administrative capabilities to manage that much stuff along with the house and the family and everything else. Not going to happen. So it's going to be here, and we're going to figure out what that looks like. So here's what's coming going forward. I am going to get that April RPG video out. Obviously, it's going to be late, and so May RPGs is going to come up right on its heels. But it's already written. I just need to record and grab the footage, and then we're off and running. Okay? So that one should be coming out soon. I don't know. I want to figure out a layout and a way that I want to do it, and I want to work on those assets and get them set up. So we probably are a few weeks away from the new show coming back. And then reviews. So just so you know, layout. I love the reviews. That has been probably my favorite of the works that I've done because I feel like it's finishing something. So what's coming up there? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I am probably 75% done with. So that's going to come up. I have been playing a little indie game, which is the first of those smaller titles that I've talked about that I want to cover. And so that's going to come up as well. And so I'm going to work on the naming convention of that. After that, I still have Dragon's Dogma 2, which I've barely touched and probably won't for a little bit because I'm still focused on these other ones. On top of that, there is Tales of Kinzera and Eiyuden Chronicle. And yes, it's Eiyuden, okay? Both those come out the same day. Tales of Kinzera is a much shorter game. It's a 8 to 10, maybe 15-hour completionist run through a, Metroidvania, and I want to play that. It won't take very long. I think it's going to be a great time, and so I want to do that. And then 100 Heroes, I think, is still going to be much shorter than Dragon's Dogma, because if the sequel, based on what I'm hearing and what I spent in the first one, I dropped hundreds of hours into the first one. Well, maybe 150. The other thing is, there is some things I want to try and react to right away, which is why the new stuff is still kind of in the works, right? So, for example, tomorrow, as of recording, if I can get this out tonight, we'll see. But tomorrow is the Metaphor ReFantazio showcase. So I want to watch that. I'll be at work, but I'm going to try to watch that during breaks and then talk about it that night, as opposed to waiting a week or whatever. I don't know if I have the ability to do that and that quick turnaround. So if I do, that will be basically this, right? Is I'll just sit and talk. It won't be scripted. It won't be polished. It just be talking about my thoughts immediately as quick as possible, and then showing some gameplay and stuff that they show or from a trailer. So I will probably try that, and then I want your feedback, though. Let me know how that is working for you, okay? So anyway, I probably already rambled on way longer than I should. My kids are making noise in the background, so I'm sure this will be just as great a quality bar as I am wanting. Oh, man. Anyway, so if you watch this, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any thoughts. If you have ideas for me, or from the past videos that I've made that you enjoyed or found value in. If you're looking for more, like simple guides, or you want walkthroughs or let's plays or what have you. I want this to be something that we build together. Obviously, I'm not just gonna do stuff that I hate, but if we can find some things that are of value to you guys, that you enjoy, that I can do, then that's a good medium, right? So, again, thank you so much for watching, and I just really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for watching. For those of you who didn't leave, I lose some subs once you don't make videos every single day or whatever. And so for those of you who are still around, thank you. I appreciate you guys. And yeah. So again, if you don't worry about liking and subbing to this video. Obviously, if you want to stick around for all that stuff I talked about, then sub. But this video isn't meant to tell everyone. This is mostly for those of you who have been around or are sticking with me and stuff. So, yeah. So, guys, appreciate you again. Take care, and as always, good hunting, and I will see you soon.